Our topic for today is Marpol 7378. They have 6 annexes. One is regulation for the prevention of pollution by oil. Entered into force 2 October 1983. Covers prevention of pollution by oil from operational measures as well as from accidental discharge. The 1992 amendments to Annex 1 made it mandatory for new oil tankers to have double hulls and brought in a phase in schedule for existing tankers to fit double hulls, which was subsequently revised in 2001-2003. It provides regulation with regards to the treatment of engine, room bilge water, or OWS for all large commercial vessel and ballast and tank cleaning waste or ODME. It also introduced the concept of special sea areas which are considered to be at risk to pollution by oil. Discharge of oil within them has been completed with a few minimal exemptions. It means the Annex 1 is the first implementation made by Marpol 7378, one of the most important international marine environmental convention. The convention was designed to minimize pollution of the seas from ships, and it also introduced the idea of special areas which are considered to be at risk to oil pollution. Second one is Annex 2. Regulation for the control of pollution, noxious liquid substances in bulk. Entered into force 2 October 1983. Details the discharge criteria measure for the control of pollution by noxious liquid substances carried in bulk. Some 250 substances were evaluated, including in the list appended to the convention. The discharge of residues is allowed only to reception facility until certain consideration and condition, which vary with the category of substance, are complied with. Annex 2 covers the International Biochemical Code or IBC code. So, Annex 2 is care of noxious liquid substances in bulk. They have Marpol Annex 2 regulation for the control of pollution by noxious liquid substances in bulk set of a pollution categorization system from noxious and liquid substances. The third one is category of Annex 2. They have 4 category. Category X, noxious liquid substances which, if discharged into a from tank cleaning or deballasting operation, are to present a major hazard to either marine resources or human health. Category Y, noxious liquid substances which, if discharged into the sea from tank cleaning or deballasting operation, are deemed to present a hazard to either marine resources or human health. Category Z, noxious liquid substances which, if discharged into the sea from tank cleaning or deballasting operation, are deemed to present a minor hazard to either marine resources or human health. The last is other substance OS. Substances which have been evaluated from in fall outside category X, Y, or Z because they present to harm to marine resources, human health. The third annex is Prevention pollution by harmful substances in package from entered into force July 1992. Contains general requirements for the issuing of detailed standards on packing, marking, labeling, documentation, storage, quantity, limitation, exemption, and notification. For the purpose of these annexes, harmful substances are those substances which are identified as marine pollutants in the International Maritime Dangerous Goods or IMDG goods. Meaning to say, Annex 3, which came into force worldwide on 1 July 1992 and aims to prevent or minimize pollution of the marine environment by harmful substances in package forms. Contains general requirements for this is of detailed standards of packing, marking, labeling, documents, storage, quantity, limitation, exemption, and notification. Next is Annex 3. Package form is defined as the form oil contaminant specified for harmful substances in the MDG code. International Maritime Dangerous Code. The MDG code contains details of all numerous dangerous cargoes offered from carriage by sea and includes solid, liquid, and gaseous substances, explosive, flammable, oxidizing, and radioactive substances are also included and recommended. Means of their containment or packing are listed, as is all manner of other information relating to the product. The fourth annex. The fourth annex. Prevention pollution by sewage from ships entered into for 27 September 2003. Contains requirements to control pollution of the sea by sewage. The discharge of sewage into the sea is prohibited except when the ship has in operation an approved sewage treatment plan or when the ship is discharging commuted and disinfected sewage using an approved system at distance of more than 3 nautical miles from the nearest land. Sewage which is not commuted or disinfected has to be discharged at a distance at more than 12 nautical miles from the nearest land. It means contains a set of regulation regarding the discharge of sewage into the sea from ships, equipment, and system for the controls of sewage. Discharge the provision of port reception facility for sewage and requirements for survey and certification. The next one is Annex 5. Prevention of pollution by garbage from ships. Deals with different types of garbage and specifies the distance from land and the manner in which they may dispose of the most important Future of the annex is the complete ban imposed on the disposal into the sea of all forms of plastic. Deals with segregation of garbage and proper disposal in port reception facilities. Annex 5, the Marpol Convention aims to eliminate and reduce the amount of garbage being dumped into the sea from ships. The terms include all kind of food, domestic and operational waste that are likely to be disposed of during the normal operation of the ship. Annex 5, the garbage is to group into categories for the purposes of the record book as follows. One is plastic, food waste, domestic waste, cooking oil, incinerator ashes, operation waste, cargo residues, animal carcasses, fishing gear. The last one, Annex 6, prevention of air pollution from ship. Set limit on sulfur oxide and nitrogen oxide emission from ship exhaust and prohibited deliberate emission of ozone depleting substance. Designated emission control area set more stringent standards for COX or NOx and particulate matter. Sulfur oxide emission are mainly due to presence of sulfur compound in the fuel smoke containing sulfur oxide emitted by the combustion of marine fuel will often oxide further from sulfuric acid, which is a major contribution to acid rain. Next is nitrogen oxide. Gases are usually produced from the reaction among nitrogen and oxygen during combustion of fuels as hydrocarbons in air, especially at high temperatures. Car engine in areas of high motor vehicle traffic such as and cities, the nitrogen oxide emitted can be significant of pollution. The Annex 6, the Marpol Treaty is the main international treaty addressing air pollution prevention requirement from ships, and it was implemented in the United States through the Act to prevent pollution from ships.